Well, hello guys, and welcome back to Nom Nom Galaxy. In this episode, we're continuing on our quest. We are heading to Egon. Egon is a safe planet with a wide variety of plants and animal life. Recent events have led to reclassification of its protected status. Let's launch the spaceship. Former wildlife preserve Egon now open for soup development. A perfect working environment for a fledgling business. Who has the favorite flavor? Paco Soup Ltd. So, in the last episode, you learned all the basics of the game. Welcome to Egon. A creative documentation have opened up for a soup production opportunity for us. As a Soupco subsidiary, I expect you to use what you've learned as an employee orientation to succeed and expand our territory. So yep, you're the man. So basically he wants us to build a soup factory. Seems simple enough. Honestly, it kind of is. Let's... you know what? Let's put it right here. Let's build a T corridor like the... Actually, no. Let's build an X corridor. Wait, no, not yet. Give me 1 second. Oh, we don't even have the... I've been playing this a lot on my own. And there's a lot of other like items and stuff that you'll get at later points, and we don't have them yet. So this is like very weird for me. I'm just checking to see if there was anything over there. It's just grass. That's all, grass and vines. That's all I've seen. So it looks like we're making grass and vine based soups. Seems good enough for me. Oh, and we need that. That's how we plant, with seed. So it looks like we're making plant and vine based soup. One of my very few problems with this game is that when you go to place like an item or whatever, it like zooms out, like you see, right? And depending on where you have your mouse placed, this can kind of be a problem. Because, like, you see it zoom out, and now it's whatever. Let's build ourselves a... we can't even afford a soup rocket. Let's head back over here. You need matter to build stuff, obviously. So, we're going to mine out right here, because there's a stupid amount of matter. Remember, gravity still is at play, so keep that in mind. But as long as you don't worry about it too much, as long as you keep just enough of an eye on it that you don't like kill yourself, but like don't like get distraught over it, you should be fine. But yeah, you need matter to build anything in this game. And usually we'll go mining eventually. Like, because basically I'm going to teach you all the gimmicks right here. And depending on how this episode goes, then the next episode, if this one goes bad. Like, we don't get everything done. Basically the idea is that in each level, you want to find 3 or 4 different materials and base every soup you make off of these 3 or 4 materials. That is the trick. Learn it early on, and it'll save you. We want that. We can use that. You want to go into soup? We know how to make one soup, the tomato whatever soup. Remember, everything, including your base, adheres to the laws of gravity. Also, so keep that in mind. So we can do a straight down corridor. And now a curved corridor. Actually, no. I want a T corridor. At least for the moment. Just remember to keep enough support, because there is a certain amount of support that you can give the base and a certain amount of support you can't. Keep that in mind. So right now, we're just going to do... So we've got that first soup, cannery, and rocket. Those are some of the first things you want. I generally like to do it like this. So you've got the rockets on top of the base and the soup canneries below. Anything you grow, as long as it's fully grown, you'll get 2 of an item. So replant one, use the other, unless you've got like an overabundance of them. We're making some grass-based soup. What we'll probably do for this first level here is just make a variety of grass-based soups, because grass-based soups can be pretty effective. You'll see that sending out a signal. That's a power crystal down there. They are important, but we don't have to worry about them yet. I do want to go pick that up. Trust me, I do. Everything goes by a 4x4 cube style radius. So when you dig out stuff, keep that in mind. You can also use struts to support yourself. Also, keep in mind of these dots, because the dots are like where gravity goes and platforms. Especially when you're trying to automate stuff, which, of course... let's see, what do we have to automate stuff real quick? We've got Charlie, and Freddy. You'll want to have some sort of automation. There's mushrooms. We'll definitely want to go get those. Let's grab soup. I'm going to do 2 layers of soup down here, just because. Now, okay, so your base, basically how it works, is your base only has so much power it can use at a time. There's a power gauge up top that you can see right here. Right now we're still in the green. The bigger you make the base, the more power it uses. I think there is I don't know the exact number, but I've had some pretty big bases. Your base will support itself until it hits red. So while it's dangerous, you can still support a base with yellow. When it hits red, though, you're going to need to take something off or find a power crystal. We found one, so we don't really have to worry about that yet. But I have to set up a power relay, which we will do here in a second, actually. I'm actually going to keep this soup right here. Let's see, how big is the power relay? It's down here at the bottom. There's also conveyor belts and all that junk. So it's as big as a soup cannery. Good to know. Break time's coming up soon. Everything works in days. So this will mark the end of our first day. I'll grab that crystal eventually. Not at the exact moment. See, now it'll tell us where those crystals are. My priority, though, is to grab these mushrooms. Come down here, grab a... Because mushrooms... Now we can... Once we get mushrooms, we can start making mushroom-based... Hey, there's another power crystal down there. Once we get mushrooms, we can start making mushroom-based soup. We've also got vines over there, which allow us to make vine-based soup. But for this level, primarily we'll be making mushroom-based soup. Because mushroom-based soup is our... I'm going to say bread and... Well, okay, we're going to make grass-based soup. But we're going to, like... Because the trick is... Okay, this is the trick. Learn this early on. Yeah. Find one primary ingredient that you have lots of. And make soups based off of that primary ingredient. In this case, we're using grass. Egon is a great holiday spot for robots. I just received a text for some Charles and Charles who are relaxing in a cave deep underground. So there's a free... If we go looking, there's a free Charles and Charles somewhere around here. If you want to go find that, you can. Your buzzsaw can break corridors, so keep that in mind. Let's just plant these. There's also green stalks down there, so now you can plant stuff in oxygen. If you plant plants in oxygen, they'll grow faster. There are ways to sort of... I'm just trying to make like a mushroom farm. Basically, that's how it works. You plant stuff in oxygen. At least that's what it appears like. The only reason I'm not going to plant that directly in the oxygen is because I kind of don't want to waste the trip. Let's head up. Let's make our first mushroom soup. Then we'll head down there. Well, yeah. And then we'll head down there and get those green stalks. I'll grab you in a second. If you start losing power, you'll know you've lost power because your base will kind of like turn that darker color. Power usually flashes on and off. So yeah, keep that in mind as well. Very dangerous thing. So I know it seems kind of weird to just... Now, so like I said, the trick is to fill the market with the same few brands of soup that you can easily get. But I'm assuming if you like make a variety of different soups, your market share will, like, so every time you release like a new exquisite brand, your market share will increase. That's my guess anyways. I've never actually gotten data to like back that up. But it makes sense. So like if you release like, oh, a brand new brand of soup that nobody's tried, it'll gain more shares. Okay. So it's basically, yeah, early on, it's expand your base. Remember, just remember, everything adheres to gravity. Gravity is a pain. Make sure you always have some sort of foundation. You can take this, for example, throw it up, and there it goes. Here's some vines, which I would love to have. Because that means we can make a vine-based soup. Vines can only be planted on ceilings. I don't know if... I'm pretty sure I haven't explained that before. So keep that in mind. There's an easy way across. I may flatten this land out later. I probably actually will. Well, to an extent, I mean, like... I don't know, not yet. It's telling me to go get another power crystal. I'll go do that here in a second. Or, well, eventually. So now we can put that in there. See, the thing with three-way corridors placed like that do not have a 4. So that's why you gotta use, like, 4-way corridors to get stuff in certain sections. Now, Charles and Charles will pick stuff up and move them around. Makes sense? Seems simple? Then, Freddy will throw food products up. Or will, like this grass, he can throw the grass up and down. But he cannot throw soup cans. That's saved for another robot whose name is Travis? So we get this sticky grass stew. Sticky grass stew is better. It sells for more than the other stew. So that means we probably want to make more of it than, for example, the blue mushroom stew. That's kind of just how these things work. It's all about making the best bang for your buck, because we're in the international soup game now, yo. Okay, crystals take forever to dig out. You gotta chip away at them, and then when you pick one up, they are the slowest thing imaginable. You walk so slow with them, it's not even funny. But we can now put this in here. Let's also grab this vine shroom. Now there's a process in this game. Of course, it encourages the discoverment of new types of soup. So what we're going to want to do is experiment new types. So while beating the level is easiest done by using the same type of like grass-based soup, like shipping that out 100 times, you want to experiment with other types of soups to fill out your Soupopedia. I don't think I've showed this off. This is the recipe Soupopedia. Maybe I have. It basically shows off all your recipes. How much each of them are worth. So out of my 3 grass-based soups, this is the best. I've also got the tamati mushroom soup. Your goal is to fill that out. And as you saw, there were a lot of different types of materials that you can use for soup. It all depends on what level you're on. Some levels, for example, this level doesn't have sunflowers, I did not play this, I did not play this game until it fully, but I watched, footage of, it back in, beta, and in beta, it seemed, the sunflowers are pretty important, and now that the game's in, full release, they don't seem to be. So yeah, maybe things change, and that's how it goes. We're gonna make a blue-green mushroom soup, meteoric mushroom, which is better than any of our other soups. So we gotta focus on that. Now, as you can see up here, we can see their company, and they're releasing their first soup, which is labeled whatever that's called. I didn't mention I don't think I did, which is the meteoric mushroom. You see, girders. Girders are important because they help. What's it called? They help distinguish. They help their platforms because you can pick up dirt blocks. I think have we already learned that? We may not have. You can like pick up dirt, and while that kind of is effective, there's always something more effective, which is the girders or ladders, which I'm pretty sure we've already learned ladder. Yeah, we've already learned ladders at least. We're gonna make mushroom vine just because. Vine shrimp. Reference. Seems to be pretty effective. Now, with the exception of soup cans, any like meat or because there's meat and vegetables. Any meat and vegetables left on the ground, like in the little circles, at the end of the day, will not be will disappear the next day. So keep that in mind. That is very important for quitting time. But I think we're going to end this episode off here. We've made we're on day 2. Hopefully in the next episode we will finish Egon. All I have to do is keep pumping out these. I've already made a bunch of different brands of soups. All I've got to do is keep pumping them out. But until then, I will see you guys all